This truck right here is easily my most challenging build ever. Guys, I'll explain why later, guys, but trust me, it has been quite the journey with this truck here. But let's watch these two crawl and then I'll get back to that later on in the video. This is the Redcat Ascent 18 Scout. It is the brushless version, and this is my fully custom build here, guys. Let's watch them crawl, and later on I'll explain to you. Alright guys, so if you're new to the channel, this is my MN-111. It is the fully licensed Land Rover Defender body here, 118 scale. Fully custom everything guys. So it has the custom FMS transmission and motor. I had to do custom work to get the suspension to work. The hexes are different on the MN-111 stock, so I had to fabricate some hexes to get these tires to work here. These are 62 by 24 millimeters on 1.3 tires. All the details are on this truck already. I have a video made for this truck. I did do some upgrades though, mainly just the tires and the suspension. But if you want a full breakdown, I do have a setup tour on this truck. I'll leave a link in the description below. But guys, it's a full alloy body, which is the biggest problem with this truck, the body. Full alloy body, which makes this truck extremely heavy and top heavy as well. So I had to do lots of stuff guys to get this thing to work in a way I'm happy with, and it's still not quite there, but it's the best I've seen it so far, so I decided to make a video on it nonetheless. But guys, having an alloy body is a huge problem when you're trying to crawl guys. It is very top heavy, and the next issue with this body guys is the wheel wells are very small, so you're very limited on the type of tire or the size of tire that you can run on this truck. Like I said, I had to do a lot of custom work to get the suspension to work on it there. These are Fedco shocks for the SCX24. I had to do some custom work to get it to work there guys. I'm running a ramp crab servo and a host of other things. Portal axles come factory with this truck, but getting everything to work guys, it has been quite the journey guys. So again, the alloy body and the small wheel well makes for a huge problem to get this thing to crawl anything close to acceptable. But I think it handled itself pretty well overall on the crawler course. It is a very difficult course guys, so overall I'm very happy with how it handled. But the main issue that I've been trying to address with this truck is the drive shaft. It's a fully custom drive shaft guys. Like I said, I do have a video on all the details on the channel. I'll leave a link in the description. But the drive shaft, if you go too high on the suspension, it starts to pull out in the center here. So, and there is zero aftermarket for this model here, so you can't go and buy anything for this truck. You have to make it for yourself. So I did have a few little options available to get the drive shaft to work, but it didn't work properly. So the main thing I had to do guys was relocate the shock positions from the stock locations, so I could raise the body up just a little bit more without risking the drive shaft splitting in the center. And this is just about as high as I can go without having any problems guys. Now it does have pretty decent flex for what it is. Trust me, from stock, this is way better than stock. I'll give you a comparison here from this truck here. It pretty much matches the Redcat for articulation. But guys, like I said, it has been quite the journey. But anyways, so this truck here, it's its first crawl on the channel since I purchased it. So I'm gonna do a couple little upgrades and feature it on my best 118 scale crawler series that I have going on. I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. So stay tuned for more videos on this. As for the performance of it, it handled just as I expected guys. Beautiful suspension travel, nice and smooth controls, you know, wonderful steering angle as well. I had to use this to my advantage multiple times, and I'm very happy to see what it did there. So the main thing with this is steep climbs, as well as the body is very light, so it kind of topples over a little bit easier than I would want it to. So I'm going to do a couple little upgrades to this to make it a little better and feature it in my best 118 scale crawler series. This truck was already featured, so if you're new to the channel, you can check it out. It went up against the Traxxas TRX4M. So if you want to see this thing out on the trails a little bit more, I have more content on it for you. That's pretty much it, guys. I'll continue to make this thing better bit by bit, but trust me, guys, really tough build here. Anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.